Well, Australia's richest person, Gina Rinehart, is calling on families to stand up against woke, anti-Australia propaganda creeping into our school curriculum. The mining magnate is throwing her support behind parents at an elite girls' school in Perth who've expressed concerns about radical gender ideology being pushed onto students. Our senior reporter, Caroline Marcus, has this exclusive investigation.
Gina Rinehart is one of St Hilda's Anglican School for Girls' best-known alumni. More than 50 years after graduating, she's thrown her support behind parents alarmed by what they call radical gender theory creeping into the school. Concerns reached a tipping point with this year's appointment of a transgender teacher and another identifying as non-binary. Maths teacher Brooke Dunn is a self-described transgender advocate whose public LinkedIn page lists St Hilda's. Rachel Wong from Women's Forum Australia contacted the school after speaking to concerned parents.
These girls are basically been told to ignore their instincts, to compromise their boundaries, whether it be in relation to the language they use and being forced to call these teachers Miss.
Sky News has spoken to parents who described a clash of values between a more traditional school community and a progressive principal, Fiona Johnston.
WA, we're not only empowering individuals but also accelerating progress towards gender equality.
Last year, the school held a Pride Assembly, and gender identity lessons have included slides teaching having a vulva doesn't necessarily mean you're a woman, and a sexuality matching game. Mrs Rinehart told Sky News it was time for an Australian version of the US movement Mums for America to target the woke, anti-Australia propaganda. Mothers in the USA are standing up in increasing numbers, like the St Hilda's parents are doing for their children at St Hilda's. It's not easy at times to stand up, but for the sake of our children and grandchildren, we need to consider doing so. The controversy comes as the Western Australian government prepares to debate new laws allowing people to change their sex more easily. Critics say the legislation means biological males who haven't undergone gender reassignment could self-identify as women and gain access to female-only spaces. A St Hilda's spokeswoman said the school strictly adheres to school curriculum and assessment standards and prides itself on providing an inclusive and progressive teaching and learning environment. Caroline Marcus, Sky News.